like in a guillotine or something
That's
instant.
not a clean. That's not a clean act. Usually, that's like a hacking act. Like they just keep whacking.
I mean,
in
if
there.
you're talking about I'm trying to die, then yeah, I'd rather be shot in the head. I'd rather shoot myself in the head because I don't think you're gonna get the job done with knives unless you're like hardcore.
There are so many stories of people committing suicide via gunshot to the head, though, and then like not doing the job. Like they missed the brain stem or whatever, and then they're just facially paralyzed.
Oh yeah,
boy.
that's the worst.
Anyway, I'm team
talking about
gunshot.
mangling things. You guys, how about them Rockstar remasters of GTA?
Have you played them yet, Kaya?
franchise. No, but I've seen videos that I initially thought were memes because of how awful they look, and they aren't apparently.
I thought at
You
first
guys
it
can
was
fill me in.
like isolated cases, like people finding things to complain about. But then as I kept looking, it's just one of the worst looking games I've ever seen.
So I started playing it. I've started with GTA 3. It's as bad as the pictures make it out to be. The game's still fun because it's still the same game, but they made that game look so much worse than the original.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So one of the things, and I had to ask chat because I didn't remember this. One of the things is the rain in GTA 3 is a filter in the remaster. So it's not actually in the game. They put a rain Instagram filter over the game when it rains. So it is disorienting and it crashes like the bitrate when you're streaming. It's miserable.
It looks awful.
It also
it looks
renders
so awful.
underneath any bodies of water. So if you go to the ocean while it's raining, it will just cut all the rain off. Did you see that, Charlie?
No, I didn't
So
see that.
next time you're playing it, go to like a body of water while it's raining, and the rain just dead stops right wherever the water is, and you can manipulate it by moving the camera.
Well, like I was saying, it is a filter. It is not actually in the game. That rain is
it's
not
not
actually.
asset.
Yeah,
you can
in the
tell
game.
because when you move, the image interpolates like it is a filter. Like it's not isolated within the game world.
And this is a
It's
straight
so
up
bad.
Rockstar team, right? Like this isn't an outsourced thing.
No, no,
This
no,
was
no, no, no,
in-house,
no, no,
right?
It is outsourced.
No,
It is
sorry.
outsourced.
It's a mobile team that did this. They outsourced it to a mobile game dev.
I don't
Good
think
lord.
I'm gonna. Is it what the? How do you even do this? Like technically speaking, also because it feels like it's a 3D model of rain that just follows the character. Like that cloud guy in Mario Kart is just following Carl Johnson with rain. It doesn't even move when the character moves. It's tied to him. It's fucking bizarre.
It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
they had
It's
to
tied to the
fucking
camera.
try to make it look this bad.
I just think mobile game devs, like a lot of them, are not ready for that kind of work. So they just do like the laziest job.
So yeah, the mobile game devs, they did the original mobile ports of these games, I believe, most recent ones, and then they got hired by Rockstar to port that conversion over to console.
Another fun thing about this is they've censored it. Which to me, censoring
True,
a Grand
they
Theft
did.
Auto game is crazy, because the whole point is it's supposed to be as offensive as possible. Like, what the fuck?
What did they do?
One thing is they had a character who was a parody of Southern hillbillies. Like, he's like really much pickup trucks and guns and drinking, and he's literally a critique on the American South. And he wears a Confederate flag shirt, and it's a joke. And in the newer game, he doesn't, because you're not allowed to. Even though his
not allowed to do
entire
it.
existence as a character is to critique dumb Southern hillbillies. And then,
Well, that would be like fine if I also. Sorry, go ahead.
no, there's just other bits of censorship here and there. I don't remember the specifics, but I think they removed certain lines and like redesigned certain characters to not be as untasteful, whatever you want to call it. I think Grand Theft Auto is a series where you should just let loose. That's the whole point. It's to critique American culture. It's always been parody and satire.
You're saying you shouldn't take a 20-year-old game and just censor it based on whatever fucking fatty new mangled fucking bullshit is popular today? Yeah, I agree. Piracy is vindicated yet again, because I also heard that they removed these games, the old ones, from the Steam
they
store. Is that
replaced them.
true?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's an absolute travesty. Imagine that shit. They literally just burnt the old version and got rid of them. Don't look here. They never existed. Confederate flag man never was a thing. We're sorry.
Not to mention these are full $60. These are full AAA price games.
Yeah.
So you're paying $60 for
That's the other fucking thing, man.
Objectively worse versions of 3 classic games, and now you've got no way to play the originals. Well, unless you pirate or already own them.
Didn't they put out ports of these games not too long ago, and they were like $10 each or some shit?
Probably, yeah.
I think so. Yeah, they've been on sale for years.
They probably re-release them pretty frequently.
I know, man. How do you make a remaster that looks worse? I don't get it.
It's actually
It looks
impressive.
worse and it's censored.
Good
It is
lord.
so impressive.
And charge $60 for it.
Also,
too. It's just
apparently,
You guys remember once-
apparently in San Andreas, if you ever use a vending machine, the game just crashes. So that's another fun one.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game crashes frequently on Xbox Series X. The performance is also just shocking. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the performance. It's a 20-year-old game that looks like shit. It's not like it looks worse than last generation games, and it can't run at a like locked 30